Hello, what up? Scale DM Cobb 37 here. Heading to get the kids on Friday. It's April 10th, 2020. Very busy time in the grocery business.
In 2/10 of a mile, right
is
turn.
under stay-at-home orders, but grocery stores are open. So, that's number one. Number two, last night we played over Facebook Messenger, and I used that program Call Notes. I ponied up a little bit of cash to get it the version that would record in high def because I couldn't find any other program that would record in high def for free.
Next right, and then straight.
From what I was looking at last night before I went to bed,
Proceed about 1 mile.
To me, it didn't look high def, and the voices didn't match up with the audio, didn't match up with the video. So that was very annoying. So I could take the audio from my my audio recorder and put it on the video, but then I would have to pony up for a video editing software if I didn't want that watermark from that Filmora on there. If you looked at the last episode 38, I just took the audio and put it over just a picture of the character's figs, and so it sounds fine, which is probably more important than actually watching people's faces, is the sound. So, I mean, I'm not that unhappy with it. I could do the same thing. I'm almost inclined to put both, like do the one straight from Call Note and then put the audio up with an audio only version over another picture.
Next slight right.
Because then, like, let's say you were doing something and you wanted it on for background, you could still listen to it just fine, and it actually sounds better coming from my audio recorder than it does over the computer or through Messenger or whatever. So that's not all bad. Obviously, I would like it to be as good a quality as some of those online games you see from using, not necessarily Roll20, but just having it being a better quality record, and maybe I need a better computer that would be able to process that high def information. I don't know, but that's just obviously going to be more research. But now, as far as the game went, Dan, Sean, Randy, and Chris were all present. Destiny had to work, and you got to make that money when you can make it. So during the lockdown, she's like taking food out to people in the cars that are coming by. There's nobody allowed in the building, I guess. So if she can keep working during all of this, that's what you got to do. So, I mean, it'd be great if I wasn't working my ass off 3 days a week. I mean, maybe I'm starting to get used to it. I don't know. But today, the thing about it is I'm used to working 8 hours with the larger amounts of groceries. Pardon me. With the larger amount of groceries coming in, and I'm working longer. So, but after a while, I'll just get used to it, and that'll be that. Okay, but anyway, so the game itself.
Next left, and then
minor spoilers. We continued the fight, picked up where we left off,
left turn,
and I thought that was fun. I think that you don't quite get the excitement of the end of the battle online as you do in person. So that would be something that you just have to accept playing not in person. And so there you go. But that went great. And then a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end, which is always neat. So a couple times people talking over each other, but you're going to have that when like someone is waiting for someone else to speak. They're being polite, and so then someone goes forward. Well, then two people go forward and start talking. So there were a couple times when I was like, okay, you're up, or, you know, and that was fine. But
proceed on the
maybe there was
road.
a lag. It kind of felt like there was a little bit of a lag from coming from some players and not so much from others. So, but overall, as far as gaming goes, I mean, it's better than nothing. I'll tell you that much right now. It's way better than nothing. So there you go. So the game was good. I haven't uploaded it yet. This is Friday. I will when I get home tonight. We'll feed the boys. Get them all settled in. Get the first thing we do. We get in. We hit the shower. You know, runs off all that COVID. At least, I don't know. That's what we were told you're supposed to do. So we do it. It's just water and a shower. And you know how Isaiah's only 11, so he's not the hippest on taking showers. But he pretty much, when I say shower time, and then he's like, zoop, and he heads off in there. He's very, if it's a pattern, he's good with patterns and repetition. So if you say shower time enough, and now he's to the point where it's just shower time, and he just goes. So, I mean, he even puts himself, when it's time to go to bed, like he'll come in and say bedtime, and it's 9 o'clock. I'll say, yeah, you can stay up till 10, and he'll be a little bit antsy, but then he'll settle back down, and then come 10 o'clock, he just goes and puts himself to bed. I have to remind him that he needs to go use the restroom before he goes to sleep. Otherwise, he might pee the bed. So, the joys of being a parent. But that's cool. Now, Caden, he'll stay up till midnight gaming. He's just like a typical teenager. He's on his Xbox, and he's with his group of friends or people he's met online, and they're doing stuff. So you can hear him up there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, at least he's having fun, right? There's worse things that your teenagers could be doing during the lockdown, if you will. Alrighty, so that, as far as I know, is it from me. I'm coming up with some topics to do some other videos. So if you like this, hit that like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. And roll them 20s.